Hi everybody, I hope you're well and dandy out there in Beatles land, YouTubers, members of the VC and anybody watching us on the internet. By the time you watch this will probably be on a Saturday or a Sunday. I've actually recorded this on a Wednesday afternoon because I will be working at the weekend. And like I say, by the time you watch this, some of you might have been queuing for the record store day bargains. So I hope you found something really nice. Because I'm working, I can't go to the record store day, but I have got something very interesting to show you. Well, I think it's interesting anyway. Just put my glasses on because I'm going to do some Beatle Dave's Twist and Shout Outs first, and then I will show you what I think is quite a nice little record. Oh, I can see it all. I'm going to read this because my memory's starting to go a little bit, I think. Age, isn't it, folks? It's age. So today's Twist and Shout Outs, Beatle Dave's Twist and Shout Outs. The first one is to a chap that I should have mentioned on the other video, or I'd say this is the other video. It's a video I recorded before this, which is on the same day, but I've just changed my t-shirt. It's somebody I forgot all about, to be honest, and I do apologise because he was a very big influence on me, and I've been watching his videos and his channel for years. And it's Mean Mr. Mayo. Very knowledgeable chap. He's got a fantastic record collection. He's into his memorabilia. He's into his films and things like that as well. So if you don't know who Mean Mr. Mayo is, please check him out. Fantastic, absolutely wonderful bloke. I'm sorry I forgot to mention on the other one, mate, because like I say, you were somebody that was influenced me on starting up my YouTube channel. So check him out, please check him out. The next one is Toby Jackman. I've mentioned him before, and I'm just mentioning him because he hasn't posted. Excuse me, I've just had a shave and I think I've left a little bit. Yeah, you didn't really want to know that, did you, folks? Yeah, Toby Jackman. He buys and sells Beatles records, basically. He'll buy job lots, takes out what he wants, and then he will sell what he doesn't want, basically. Great chap. Check out his YouTube channel. He does find some bargains, to be honest. The next one is a YouTube subscriber, but he has actually got his own YouTube channel as well. He's just starting out on YouTube, so let's give him a little bit of support. And his name is Gav Axman Spins. I think I've got that right. He's commented on a few of my videos, and he did ask if I'd give him a shout out. So here's your twist and shout out to Gav Axman Spins. And by the way, here's your twist and your shout out to Toby Jackman, because I just realised I didn't do. I just gave you a shout out. And here's your twist and shout out to me and Mr. May. This is the beauty of doing things live. Although you won't see this live, I'm actually recording it live, and I'm trying it. It's a little bit of an experiment again. I'm trying it on my laptop, but I'm going to try and see if I can set this as a premiere. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. And hopefully the quality on this and the audio should be a little bit better. The next one is to subscriber Eddie O'Toole. He's been a subscriber for a while, so here's your twist. I'm to do it this time, and shout out to Eddie O'Toole. And then the other one is to another subscriber who is Alan Smith. So here's your twist, and you shout out to Alan Smith. And again, a massive twist all the way around, and a shout out to everybody that's subscribing to the channel. And like I said, unfortunately, I can't go to record store day because I'm at work, as you're watching this, probably anyway. But I got a record, or records, that I've been after for quite a while. Just excuse me 1 second, I just need a little drink. I got 2 records by The Who. Love The Who. I've got the first album, My Generation, and then I've got things like Tommy and things like that, and The Who Live at Leeds and Who's Next and things like that. But I hadn't got this one, The Who, the quick one. But this isn't what it seems, because this is 2 for the price of 1. So you get The Who, a quick one, and then you get The Who Sellout. So it's 2 for 1. But it is proper albums. They're not. So I'll give you a little bit of information on the LPs first, if you don't mind, because it is going to be like a little bit of a deep dive as well. And I actually got it for not for the Who Sellout, but for the Who A Quick One. So A Quick One was the Who's second studio album, and it was recorded between August and November of 1966 and was released on the 9th of December 1966. And originally it was on the label Reaction. It was produced by Kit Lambert, and it has a running time of 31 minutes and 48 seconds. So for 1966, that's quite a long album, really, isn't it? And the highest it got in the UK charts was number 4. I don't know what it did in America and places like that. I've got a feeling that one of them, I think that might have been released under a slightly different name in America. I think it might have been released under Happy Jack in America, because I think they put that song on it and took something else off it. Fantastic record. Honestly, it is a fantastic record, which we'll be going into more detail in a minute. Now, the Who Sellout was the Who's third studio album. It was recorded between May and November of 1967, so they spent a bit more time on this one, didn't they? And it was released on the 15th of December 1967. It has a running time of 38 minutes and 46 seconds, so again, quite a long LP to listen to. And this time it was released on Track Records, and it was produced again by Kit Lambert. And the highest position this got to in the UK charts was number 13. I've been after A Quick One for quite a while, to be honest, and I missed out on getting an original copy on Reaction the other week. It just went a little bit more than what I wanted to pay for it. So this is the next best thing, and these are on Track Records. And the good thing about this is that the Who A Quick One is in mono, and the Who Sellout is in stereo. The Who like starting to experiment a little bit. Like I say, this is a 2-record set, and it is on Track Records. Later copies of this 2-record set came on Polydor, and I think in America, I think it might have been released on, is it Decca? Something like that. So, that is, you do get record is the worst sort of thing. The only thing is it gives you all the track list in there. So we'll go through the track listing, shall we? If you're ready. So I can't believe how many good songs are on A Quick One. It starts off with Run, Run, Run. Then you get the fantastic Boris the Spider. Boris the Spider. Dun, 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 dun. Then you get I Need You. Then you get Whiskey Man. What a fantastic song, Whiskey Man. Just listen to it. If you've never heard Whiskey Man by The Who, check it out. It's a really, really weird song, but it's very, very catchy. Then you've got the old Motown song, Heatwave. And then you've got Cobwebs and Strange. Cobwebs and Strange. Seems a bit strange, doesn't it? Side 2, you get Don't Look Away. Then you've got See My Way. So Sad About Us. A Quick One While He's Away. Now, A Quick One While He's Away actually goes on for nearly 10 minutes. And it's like a medley of all different songs all put together. My name is Ivor. I'm an engine driver. Fantastic. And that was, that featured that in the Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus film. The Who actually sung the whole of that in its entirety. Now, the Who Sellout is made out to be a bit like it's a pirate radio station, so you get jingles and everything in it. It's very entertaining for saying when it was done. It really is. It looks like I'm reading a book on Jack and Ori. Jack and Ori tell a story. So the Who Sellout, you get Armenia City in the Sky, Heinz Baked Beans, which is all that is just them saying Heinz Baked Beans. What's for dinner, Mum? Heinz Baked Beans. Things like that. Then you get Mary Ann with the shaky hand. You get Orianto, Tattoo, Our Love Was, Our Love Was, Our Love Was, yeah. And I Can See For Miles. I Can See For Miles is a fantastic song. And actually, I played this earlier on downstairs, both of these. And when I put I Can See For Miles, and it absolutely sounded fantastic, really did. Side 2, there is still a few of the jingles, but not quite as many. So it's Can't Reach You, Medic, Relax, Still a Stingy Sunrise, and Reel 1 and 2. Um, so we'll have a look at the labels and I'll try and go into a little bit more detail. And then I'll tell you what I paid for this. So it is on Track Records, where a quick one would have originally been on Reaction Records. So side one, yeah, you get Run Run Run, which is by Pete Townsend. Boris the Spider is by Entwistle. I Need You is by Keith Moon. Whiskey Man is by Entwistle, John Entwistle. So it's not Pete Townsend is as dominant on this as he's on some of the other Who records, is he? And then you've got Heat Wave is the old Holland Dozer Holland song, and it does actually fit on this. You wouldn't actually think it'd fit, but it does. And then Cobwebs and Strangers again by Keith Moon. Seems a bit strange. So out that first side, there's actually only one Pete Townsend song, isn't there? Out of 6. I'll show the labels. Remember how to do it. And they're getting a bit of glare off my light, so I'm sorry. Side 2, again, this is all mono, this first record. You get, what you get? Don't Look Away, which was by Pete Townsend. Then you get See My Way, which is by Roger Daltrey. Then you get So Sad About Us, which is by Pete Townsend. And then you got A Quick One While Is Away, which is by Pete Townsend. Like I say, as far as I'm concerned, A Quick One While Is Away is worth it, what I've paid for this record anyway. Lovely Track Records. Like I do say, this would have originally been on Reaction Records. And I'm kicking myself that I didn't get it the other day when I was that close to getting it and I got outbid at the last minute, but it did go for quite a bit. And yes, these are reissues, but for what I've paid for these 2 reissues was nowhere near what I was going to pay for the original. And then I would still have to get the Who sellout. So this is the Who sellout. Let's make sure we get side 1 and side 2. So that's side 1. You can see these all right. So you'll have to excuse me if I cock this up, but I'm doing it live, although you won't see it live, if that makes sense. So you get Hans Baked Beans, Entwistle, Mary. I tell you what, I think it's easier just for me to put them there. So if you want to freeze, you can actually see, freeze and then zoom in. You should be able to see all them there. And then side 2. Same again, if you wanted to freeze it and then zoom in, you're more than welcome. It's a bit dark in this room, and then I've got light at the other side of me. So, yeah, Pete Townsend is a bit more dominant in the songwriting front on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. On side 2, he writes 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, he writes 4 of the songs, and then John Entwistle writes 2 of the songs. That's on side 2. Right, on side 1, it's slightly different. He writes 1, 2, 3, 4. He writes 5 songs. The first song is written by, is it Keen, Speedy Keen, and Thunderclap Newman, who was produced by Pete Townsend. I think I've got that right. Heinz Baked Beans is by John Entwistle. Yeah, a really, really good album. I've never really fancied getting this album before until I saw another YouTube video on it a few weeks ago. And I thought, why have I never wanted this? I mean, it's worth it just to get I Can See for Miles. And when I put that on my Denon deck downstairs, it was like it was coming through the speakers, and that, the sound of the record was that good. It was like trying to break through the speakers. That's the easiest way I can put it. Wasn't distorted or anything. I didn't even have it on that loud. And that isn't I Can See for Miles the song that made Paul McCartney want to do, can't remember the song, Helter Skelter. Because he says if the Who can do something as loud as that, it still comes out really, really clear. Why can't we? So yeah, I don't think I did too bad on this. Like I say, I've got to stop saying like I say. Yes, they're not original 1966 and 1967 copies, but from what I can make out, I think these did come out in either 1969 or the early 1970s. And you get, yes, I could have gone and got a reissue of A Quick One Mile Is Away from a certain big record store in the UK, HMV, and I would have paid more for that one record than what I would for these. And in the end of the day, that would still be a reissue like these are reissues. The Who sell out goes quite, it is quite expensive to try and get that on its own. I did nearly get a USA version of this, which I'm sure was on Decca. Yeah, I'm really, really happy to have these to add to my collection. So, although I haven't been to the record store day to day, because if you're watching this, I'm probably at work, at least I've got something that I wanted, and I have ordered something that you lot are probably queuing for off the internet, which should be here for the next video. So I have participated in the record day record store day. Get it out, Dave. Record store day. I've participated in it. The only thing is, my local record shop in Derby doesn't actually participate in record store day. So, unless I went to like a really, really, really big city, then I'd be queuing for hours, and then I still might not get what I'd wanted. At least I do know I've got what I wanted for the record store day, which I'm not going to spoil you and say what it is, but the T-shirt might give it away. Hey-ho. So for all you that have participated in the record store day of 2024, I hope you've got what you queued for, and you didn't pay too much for it, because I've noticed there's certain people on eBay, even though the record store day releases haven't been released, are selling them now, and one of them is a John Lennon one, where I think it's about £27-28, isn't it, for the John Lennon Mind Games EP, and there's people on eBay, even though they haven't already got it, they must know they're going to get it, and they're selling some of them again for £99 already before it's even been released. How can that happen? How can that happen, folks? Eh? Is it right? Is it wrong? I don't know. I don't think it is really right. I mean, I don't mind anybody buying something to try and make a little bit of a profit on it, don't get me wrong, but no, I think it's actually wrong, especially when people have been queuing to buy them as well. But I don't know where they get them from, so don't really care, to be honest. Really don't. I just don't think it's right that somebody can sell something, go out and buy something that's selling in a record shop for 20 odd pound, and then put it on a certain selling site for 5 times what they pay for it, basically. And people will buy it, though, won't they? That's the daft thing. People will buy it, especially if like me, they've been at work and they can't physically go out and get it on that day. And then if you don't get it on that day and you go on another day, is it still going to be there? That's the chance you take, isn't it, folks? That is the chance you take. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's come out okay. So far as I'm doing it, it looks like it's okay. I love you all. Remember, you are the Beatle Dave. Without you, this channel wouldn't be anywhere near as successful as it is. It probably wouldn't even exist, to be honest. So a big thumbs up and thank you to everybody that is subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, by the way, YouTube tell me I've got to keep saying this, just think about subscribing because it is free, it doesn't cost you a penny, and it will help YouTube promote the channel and other channels like this as well. So, you know, if you're a bit like that, just press that subscription button. Like I say, it is free, and anything that's free nowadays has got to be worth doing, whether it, even if it is that old geezer like me just talking a load of rubbish about records. If you've got this, by the way, if you've got the original reaction version of it, or you've got a version like this where it's a 2-for-1, I think we did used to call these 2-for-1s, didn't you? I think this is still an English one though. Yeah, it's still made in the UK. And I'll just show you that again so that you know what is actually on it in case I've cocked any of the titles up. Well worth checking out if you haven't got these LPs, by the way, and you want really, really nice sounding versions of them. I would recommend these. Like I say, the Who A Quick one is in mono, and then the Who Cellar is in stereo, which I think is quite nice as well, and the sound quality is amazing. Well, just to my old ears. If you've liked this video, please just do me a favour and leave me a thumbs up. Again, that helps YouTube promote the channel to a wider audience. If you want to leave me a comment, please do. You know, I do look forward to reading all of your comments. Sometimes I don't get a chance to reply straight away, but I will at least leave you a thumbs up and a heart so you do know that I have acknowledged it and read it. Whatever you're doing, please stay safe. So until the next time, it's going to be Beatle Dave wishing you all peace, love and happiness. Whatever you're doing, like I say, stay safe, and I hope that if all of you that have been to the record store day events around the country, I've got what you wanted. So until the next time, I'm out of here.